Welcome back to Xbox Corner, my name is Alex, and today, sadly, we have another list of games leaving Game Pass this month on the 15th of November. Now, as always, I'll be breaking down if they are worth your time, how long they take to beat, and whether you may want to consider adding them to the library thanks to the current 20% discount we get on each. So with that luck, hit subscribe if Game Pass, deals and reviews are your thing, and let's get started. So 6 games total for you all then, and this is for sure a good collection of titles unfortunately, and we're starting things with River City Girls. This one is for you Brawler fans. A sequel was actually announced recently and this game is fantastic. In this entry in the long running series, Kunio and Ricky, they have been kidnapped and you're now out as the girlfriends to save them, and nothing can stand in your way. It's a genre though that's known for incredible difficulty but relatively short runtimes. That is not the case here, as it embraces many RPG style elements thanks to regions to explore, side quests to take on, and then a whole lot of weapons, items and abilities that you can add on. I loved that feature though, it adds a ton of depth to the gameplay, the pixel work is stunning and the soundtrack is badass as well. Its completion time also, it's reasonable before the 15th of the month. The Gardens Between then is by far the easiest game to complete from this selection of titles, and it comes highly recommended. A critically acclaimed puzzle experience, it's set around manipulating time and guiding these two characters through what are almost think like diorama style worlds. The real winner of this one though, it's gotta be the story. It's kinda minimal but perfectly handled. The concept though, these two friends, they set out on a journey through what is a surreal and dreamlike world that's packed with items from their childhood. Examine the power of your friendship, your memories, and work out what should never be left behind and what must be let go. Seriously vibrant visual design though, a chilled out soundtrack, and a decent selection of levels that might take you maybe 3 hours at a push to overcome. Star Renegades now then, and this one it's manageable with its runtime, but I'd suggest start now if it is your pick. It's pretty intense, it's a roguelite which can for sure lead to some frustration at times, so a couple of hours a day at a time would probably be my suggested way to play. You'll be fighting your way though across what is a procedurally generated collection of worlds, you'll be taking on missions, and it's kind of a spin here on turn-based combat. The reason for all of this though, a robot arrived, a warning of doom at the hands of a force known as the Imperium. You'll be unlocking though new characters that aid you in this quest with each loop that you face. I liked it, the missions and the fact they are procedurally generated means a few can miss, but overall good stuff, and the world is for sure unique in its pixel design, it just packs in a ton of detail. The last pixel game of the week then, leaving Game Pass before we get to the more kind of 3D affair, and this one it is Streets of Rogue. It's another one I really like, which is a consistent theme for this batch of games. A twin-stick roguelite RPG, it's out there with its ideas. This one though throws out the concept of dungeon crawling and instead throws you into a city where you can pick up these different missions. The fun here though, it's definitely in the characters. They all have different traits and styles, from humans to gorillas to leveraging the world around you. As the trailer puts it, you could literally throw a toilet at someone. Another one though with a reasonable completion time, but maybe not for the completionists. The penultimate game of the video then, Final Fantasy VIII HD, and we're getting into the world now of completion. With this runtime before that drop date of the 15th, it might be a little bit more difficult. I also question though really with this one, how many out there are looking to really play it. I picked it up day one myself, a lot of fans would have done the same thing, or they jumped in when it joined Game Pass immediately. I'm a fan of this entry though, and it's for sure by many considered one of the better games. This is though classic Final Fantasy, a ton of exploration, deep character backgrounds, turn-based combat and leveling up. Also the story then, it's set around overcoming a sorceress that has mobilized her armies to destroy the other nations of this world. It's really good stuff. It's been a long time since I've played it myself, but it's still very easy to see, just how good the visuals were for the time, how special the cutscenes are, and how good the soundtrack is. So our final game of the video then, that is Planet Coaster Console Edition. This game, it is genius. Love it in fact. From Frontier Games, though, the team behind Roller Coaster Tycoon, it's just a hell of an example of the park building genre. This though, it was the first game I ever tried on my Series X, and visually, it really is something special. I did not expect much from it, but the clarity of the image, that 4K image and the colour work and shadows, they just absolutely blew me away. Realistically, to complete the objective-based portion of the gameplay, you could get it done in time, but you could also sink hundreds of hours in here. It's near endless. I've had a blast with it, I still play it to this day. It actually released in multiple editions that pack in DLC. I ended up grabbing the top tier premium edition. Did not come cheap, but I wanted the extra content. With a career mode though, challenges and then general sandbox, you can just build the park of your dreams, and yeah, I would suggest give it a go, take a look, see if it's going to be one for you. Word of warning though, we often see it cheaper on sale than 20% off, so I definitely wait there if you do decide to part with your cash. And that's our 6 titles leaving on November 15th. Now, will you be checking any of them out? Are you disappointed to see any of them leave? And then will you be parting with your cash and adding them to the library? With that though, thank you all for watching. Consider hitting that subscribe button if this video helped you out today, or even if you're into Game Pass content, reviews and deals. I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.